Hello, my name is Jared. I'm the creator of GodComplex. GodComplex is a tabletop skirmish role-playing wargame. GodComplex mixes the best of tabletop wargames with traditional role-playing games, giving you a proper narrative to your wargaming experience and also, at the same time, providing a simple, fast combat system for your role-playing endeavors. GodComplex is both a tabletop RPG like traditional Dungeons & Dragons, but also the combat part of the RPG experience is designed as a standalone tabletop wargame. This means the encounters have a built-in balanced way of tracking difficulty in points values, and the range of choice in a tabletop RPG when building your character adds lots of tactical decisions to your wargame army. But both together allows the players and game masters to try out characters in combat without theory testing combinations to find out what is best suited for their need. GodComplex started life back in 2010 as a webcomic. It did not last long. It failed because of my struggles with perfection and discipline. GodComplex setting is cosmic in nature, not beset by eldritch gods that give little care for humanity and treat them as nothing more than insects, but by gods that know you, gods that are personal, knowing your inner workings more intrinsically than you do, seeing your fears, insecurities, flaws, and doing what they will. The gods not undescribable horrors that cause madness and insanity, but pointed concepts given consciousness and that they act within that scope. Some hate you not for any particular reason, but simply because you exist and that they can. Others care little for what they are not charged, and others love you, willing to sacrifice and work with mortals. This setting grew from my own fear of being cosmically messed with. Sometimes we get this feeling that things that assault us on a day-to-day basis feel almost personal, like the very universe is out to get us personally. Unable to shake this feeling, I ran from it, writing stories to help me better understand the world that I live in. So the webcomic changed into a novel. But this time a different struggle got in my way: dyslexia. I've always been more of a visual person, having a very active imagination, so writing a full-length novel was more of a struggle than the webcomic. For a time there was no way out for my creativity. I used the setting I created as an escape from reality and continued to write, keeping the decisions I made about the universe in my head. It changed again, this time with a new resurgence of tabletop RPGs. My school friends wanted to try role-playing, and my setting found a new purpose. Although my friends did not know at the time, unfortunately that friend group grew apart. But for a time, I did not want to stop world building, and made character sheets for characters that have been stuck in my head for years. Then the 2020 COVID pandemic happened. I had just left my previous job to try and start my own business, but because of the lockdown I was finding it very difficult. Locked up in my house, I had an idea. All of my interests could converge into one: my love of story. Tabletop wargames, my experience as a forever DM, and the art of failed projects would be reborn into this. So I provide a setting that I think suits this new style of play that accentuates both styles of gaming. For the roleplay aspect, GodComplex wants your characters to be the most broken a person could be, to make you seriously think about how things would affect your character so that players focus more on role-playing a scenario rather than gaming one. The wargame aspect of GodComplex is simple and lends itself to a fast action-filled games so that your encounters don't take up the majority of the session time, while still providing a balanced, fair experience. The setting for this system is called GodComplex. This name is to show the feeling that most Void Drifters, in which the players take the role as, have about themselves. A GodComplex is an unshakable belief characterized by consistently inflated feelings of personal ability, privilege, or infallibility. Void Drifters are beings of which have the power to walk the void between dimensions, and this power feeds the privilege that Void Drifters feel like they have over other beings. With this system you may go on adventures ranging from fighting dragons in medieval settings all the way to stopping a nuclear war in a futuristic one. Void Drifters as a people are lonely, as they are different, outsiders from the rest of creation, and thus must look after themselves. Void Drifters accumulate power from the dimensions they visit, such as information and items for protection. Sometimes the fastest way to get these things is to attack other drifters. The focus of role-playing God Complex puts emphasis on player choice, and you should not be surprised if the players end up fighting each other. After 5 years of work, writing, revisions, playtesting, it's still not ready, but we're nearly there, the home stretch. The core rules are about 85% done, and I've decided to start the Kickstarter. And regardless of the outcome of it, the core rules will be finished. I've not come this far to give up now, but the Kickstarter will give me a feeling about how many people are interested in what I have produced, and allow you to give me feedback before the end to make final edits. So please support me in any way you can, if not monetarily, then with your action. Please tell friends, make a social media post, because in this day and age attention is worth more than gold. The potential risk of the Kickstarter project is that I've never done one before, or have I published a book, so there is a lot to learn. I've been looking into costs, fees, taxes, and I think the price set will cover everything, but there may be some unknown costs. Some challenges that I can foresee is that I don't know how long it will take to get the core rules printed, or how long it will take to ship them, and obviously those things change depending on how many backers we have. But we'll take everything at one step at a time. Thank you.